Hello, Matujima, and you're watching Northeast Express on Hornbill TV. Some unidentified assailants shot dead the Gangbora of New Market, Dimapur, Abdul Qayyum Talukdar on Friday night. It has been reported that Talukdar was attacked around 9:30 p.m. while entering a building near Signal Basti Evening Bazaar and was shot from behind. Talukdar sustained bullet injuries on the back of his left shoulder and was rushed to Fate Hospital, however was pronounced dead on arrival. The body was later taken to District Hospital for post-mortem. Reports say that an empty bullet shell, probably from a .32 pistol, was recovered from the scene. The situation remains critical in Manipur's Jiripam district as fresh violence broke out again, resulting in the evacuation of more than 200 people belonging to Meitei community. Now many of villagers are living at Jiri Sports Complex. Reports say that the houses of the people staying at the relief camp at Jiri Sports Complex were burned in the outlying villages of Lamtai Konyo, Tibong Konyo, Nongtal and Begra by suspected militants. Most of the newly displaced people were staying in villages more than 30 kilometers from Jiripam town, and officials said adding more security personnel have been rushed to the area. The Manipur police have ordered State Police Commando personnel base in Imphal Valley to proceed to Jiripam on Saturday for duty with immediate effect. Tension erupted in ethnic strife torn Manipur's Jiripam district on Thursday evening after a 59-year-old man belonging to a community was killed allegedly by militants belonging to another, police said. Jiripam, which has a diverse ethnic composition comprising Meiteis, Muslims, Nagas, Kukis and non-Manipuris, had so far remained unaffected by the ethnic strife which has been raging in Manipur since May last year. The ethnic conflict between Imphal Valley-based Meiteis and Hill-based Kukis has led to a deaths of over 200 people and rendered thousands of people homeless. Five youths who joined different armed groups were brought back to mainstream by the Assam Rifles from Indo-Myanmar border on Saturday. The five were reportedly recruited by PLA and PREPAK Pro and, according to security forces, were living in deplorable conditions, being assigned menial task. The ongoing conflict between the Myanmar army and rebel forces has also heightened the peril, prompting them to flee from the camps in search of safety. The operation was reportedly carried out in Tengnopal district of Manipur. The five were reunited with their families at an event conducted at Headquarter Inspector General Assam Rifles South in Mantri Pukri.
Thank you, sir. I, on behalf of Assam Rifles, would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have supported.
साथ में थोड़ा तो बस मैं एक ही चीज कहना चाहता हूँ, सबसे ज्यादा आज का हमारा असली हीरो इन लोगों ने जो अपने बच्चों के सामने लेकर के आए ना, ये सबसे मेन काम इनका है। तो अभी अम्मा लोग अपना मेहनत करके उन्होंने अपना हिम्मत दिखाया है, जिसकी वजह से इनके पास आए हैं। तो मैं चाहूंगा कि और पेरेंट्स जो है, माँ बाप को अपने बच्चों का जो पढ़ रहे हैं उनको बुलाएं वापस, और हमारा जितना मेहनत हो पाएगा, सब आपका हेल्प हो पाएगा, वो हम करेंगे आपके साथ। ठीक, तो धन्यवाद। और
Sir, do you encourage people to
बहुत बहुत अच्छा, आपको बहुत मुबारक हो।
to join the mainstream, sir?
Every time, many time, our Assam Rifle is always to encourage people to come out of the violence and leave the path of violence. That is what we encourage, and we are thankful to all the support given by everyone to get these children out. And for the अम्मा जो इनके पेरेंट्स हैं, इन लोगों ने जिस तरह आकर के सपोर्ट दिया है, we are very happy, and together we'll try and get more people out of the path of violence. Thank you.
Thank you.
A team of Kakching District Commando Unit in Manipur arrested 3 active caterers of prescribed outfit Kangde Park Communist Party People War Group KCP-PWG from Pangtapi area, Kakching District on Friday. The arrested caterers were identified as 23-year-old Tokchum Sorno, also known as Amujao Singh, 38 years old Laishram Brinda Mete at Tabiti, and 28-year-old Kung Trakpam Rojit Singh, Washington. They were reportedly involved in extortion activities. The commando team recovered 3 mobile phones, 1 four-wheeler, Maruti 800 and another incriminating items from their possession. The arrested caterers along with the recovered items were handed over to Kukching District Police for further necessary actions, police report said. The Secretary of Industry and Commerce Department, Kiran Giri, has revealed that the Union Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises has allocated Rs 65.17 crores for the advancement and enlargement of MSMEs in Tripura for the fiscal year 2024-25 under the RAMP program. This initiative aims to identify and train 32,000 educated unemployed youths over the next 3 years to foster the development and expansion of micro, small and medium industries. Gide highlighted the program's objective of nurturing industrial entrepreneurs and marketing skill among the state's unemployed youth. He also mentioned the successful Northeastern Investment Summit held in New Delhi on March 6, where 14 MOUs worth Rs 1,861.51 crores were signed, leading to Rs 29.85 crores already invested by 6 investors in Tripura. Additionally, 57,114 individuals have registered under the Udyam scheme as of March 31st.
Important corporation is Tripura Tea Development Corporation, जिसमें जैसे अभी सेक्रेटरी सर ने बताया था कि ई ऑक्शन सेंटर हमारा इस साल शुरू वो इनॉग्रेशन हो गया है. इसका प्रोसेस शुरू हुआ है एंड सम सिलेक्शन एंगेजिंग ऑफ ई ऑर्गेनाइजर फॉर ई ऑक्शन वो प्रोसेस में है. वो होने के बाद ये शुरू होगा. इसके अलावा टीडीडीसी के तरफ से ब्रह्मकुंडा टी प्रोसेसिंग फैक्ट्री को एक मॉडर्नाइजिंग का प्रोग्राम भी चल रहा है, जिसमें एनईसी से हमें 2.03 करोड़ का अमाउंट मिला हुआ है. देन माचमारा टी एस्टेट जो है, जो बहुत पुराना वाला है, उसको भी रेनोवेशन करने का ये एक मिनी टी प्रोसेसिंग फैक्ट्री वहाँ पे लगाने का प्लान है विद 2.27 करोड़. इसको टीआईडीसी कर रहा है. एंड टी डेवलपमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन एक टी मैनेजमेंट कोर्स भी करने का प्लान कर रहे हैं. एमईबी यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ इसको कोलैबोरेट करके प्लान करने के लिए कर रहे हैं. तो ये सब हुए हैं हमारे इंडस्ट्री एंड कॉमर्स डिपार्टमेंट में लास्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर में मेजरली जितना भी अचीवमेंट्स.
कैलाश शहर से शुरू करके कमलपुर, खोवई, सातिर बाजार और सबरूम तो है ही. तो ये जो वेस्टर्न पार्ट है, इसमें अगरतला, डुगली, बदरघाट, बुचोनेरी तो हमारे पुराने इंडस्ट्रियल सेट्स है. तो ये जो 4 जगह हमने अभी चिन्हित किया है, एक है खोवई में, एक है सिपाहीजला में. हम लोग कुछ लैंड टी गार्डन से हमने मांगा है, वो हमें मिलने की उम्मीद है. सातिर बाजार में हमें लैंड एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट ने अभी फिलहाल में वो एनओसी दिया है, और सबरूम में SEZ है. तो नेशनल हाईवे के ऊपर नया इंडस्ट्रियल एस्टेट करने का ये डिपार्टमेंट का बड़ा निर्णय है. इस अगले 3-4 साल में हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे कि ये नए इंडस्ट्रियल एस्टेट चालू हो जाए. ऐसे ही अंबासा में, जहाँ से रेलवे जा रही है, और जहाँ से अभी আগরতলা से চম্পকনগর প্রসিজার এখানে সবাইকে বোঝানো হয়েছে. এখানে অনেক ওদের কোয়েরি ছিল, কত সময় লাগবে, কত পারমিট লাগবে, কোথায় কি ফিস ভরতে হবে. অনেক এখানে সুবিধা অনলাইন করা গেলে সুবিধা হবে. আমার মনে হয় যে চট্টগ্রাম এবং আশুগঞ্জ পোর্ট দিয়ে যে আমদানি রপ্তানি এটা কয়েকদিন মধ্যেই শুরু হবে. তো আমি আমাদের ডাইরেক্টর ইন্ডাস্ট্রিজ विश्वश्री मैडम के बोलबो एकटू डिटेल मध्ये उनी बोलबे. थैंक यू.
Combined team of state and central forces in Manipur recovered and seized significant quantities of arms, ammunition and explosive devices in a joint operations conducted in Imphal East and Bishnupur districts in the last 24 hours. According to information given by police acting on a specific information, a combined team of Bishnupur police and army launched a joint search operation in the Phosin Phai and Terang Konsai, Sangtong areas of Bishnupur district, during which the items were recovered. Simultaneous in another joint search operation conducted in the fringe area of Imphal East district under Andhra police station, an explosive item was recovered. Detection dog of army was also utilized in the search. During the search operations, the combined team uncovered a hidden arms cache in the area, leading to the recovery of one 9mm carbine machine gun, one 2-inch mortar, one improvised heavy caliber 60mm mortar, one Pompey gun, ammunition and other warlike stores. The recovered weapons and explosive materials has been handed over to Poktak Tau and Android police station for necessary proceedings, police report said. Assam Pradesh Congress committee members on Friday warmly welcomed the 3 newly elected MPs who won Lok Sabha constituency from Jorhat, Nagaon and Dupri. Many senior Congress members, including Leader of Opposition Debrata Saikia, APCC President Bhupen Bora and others were present at the event. After the event, Jorhat MP Gaurav Gogoi expressed doubt on the future of Narendra Modi, asserting that Modi lacks the qualities needed to lead a coalition government. He said the Bharat Jodo Yatra has had a significant impact across India, particularly in states traditionally considered BJP strongholds. The Yatra's influence has also extended to the northeast, where it began in Manipur. The results have been striking. 2 seats were won in Manipur, 1 in Nagaland, 1 in Meghalaya and 3 in Assam. The Bharat Jodo Yatra appeared to have dealt a significant blow to the NDA's stronghold in these regions, he said.
Future of Shri Narendra Modi ji as the Prime Minister is uncertain. To run a coalition government, you need a large heart, you need an open mind, you need an inclusive approach. This is a quality that former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has. This is a quality that former Prime Minister late Vajpayee ji had. But I do not think that Shri Narendra Modi ji has this quality, and therefore his long-term prospect or future as a Prime Minister is suspect. Nonetheless, I also want to take this opportunity to thank the people of Uttar Pradesh, because there itself the people of Uttar Pradesh have made Rahul Gandhi ji a bigger hero than Prime Minister Narendra Modi. People of Uttar Pradesh have given Rahul Gandhi a larger mandate than they have given to Narendra Modi ji. If you compare the margin, victory margin of Rai Bareli and Varanasi, then you would see in Uttar Pradesh, where BJP so-claimed double-engine government is running, there the victory margin of Rahul Gandhi ji is more than the victory margin of Shri Narendra Modi ji. So when people of Uttar Pradesh are unhappy with Narendra Modi ji, then how long will this government, coalition government, be happy and satisfied with his leadership? I have a huge doubt in my mind. Right now, the foremost doubt I have is the continuity of Shri Narendra Modi ji as Prime Minister for 5 years. Because the people of Uttar Pradesh themselves have rejected Narendra Modi ji, the way they have voted in Varanasi, compared to the way they have voted in Rai Bareli, where they have given Rahul Gandhi ji a much bigger victory margin than they have given to Narendra Modi ji in Varanasi. That the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra has a tremendous impact across India. If you look at the vote share of the BJP across India, it has declined in Uttar Pradesh, in Uttarakhand, in Himachal. These are Hindi heartland states where BJP is supposed to be very powerful, but their margins have declined. In the northeast, the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra started from Manipur, we won 2 seats. It went to Nagaland, we won 1 seat. It went to Meghalaya, we won 1 seat. An independent won the seat of Shillong. In Assam, we have won 3 seats. So Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra in the northeast has broken the back of NEDA, and it is unfortunate that the NEDA convener, the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma, instead of taking moral responsibility and resigning from the post of convener of NEDA, is blaming a particular religion for the losses in Nagaland and Meghalaya. This is their respect for the religions religions in Indian states. In the Northeast, we respect all faith, whether it's Christianity, whether it's Hinduism, whether it's Islam. But it is unfortunate that the Chief Minister does not have the maturity to take responsibility for the poor show of the NEDA. He has made a reckless statement by blaming a particular religion. He should apologize, and the Chief Ministers of Nagaland and Meghalaya should also condemn this remark. I myself have condemned this reckless, immature and irresponsible statement. Across India and especially in Assam, people have rejected this rhetoric of Mangal Sutra, this rhetoric of Hindu-Muslim communal divisive. So I congratulate the people of India for rejecting this kind of rhetoric through their vote, whether in Uttar Pradesh, whether in Assam, whether in Manipur, whether in Tamil Nadu. Across India, people of all faiths and religions have given a tight slap to the BJP. This election result will not only have its impact in the states going to polls this year, such as Haryana, Delhi, Maharashtra, but 2 years from now in Assam, when we will have assembly elections, the echo of this victory in Jorhat will be resonating there itself. Thank you.
Surrendered militants in Tripura, represented by the Tripura Indigenous Peoples Council, are demanding the fulfillment of commitments made during peace accords with the Indian government. They had opposed the Citizenship Amendment Act, citing it violates agreements to repatriate Bangladeshi nationals who arrived after 1971. The organization, composed of former members of various rebel groups, expressed dismay over Bangladeshi infiltration and insisted on measures outlined in past accords to prevent it. They have argued that implementing the CAA contradicts previous agreements and have called for the introduction of an inner line permit system, model villages and housing schemes for ex-rebels. Their memorandum to the Tripura governor emphasized the need to uphold promises made to address the concerns of indigenous people and maintain peace in the region.
आज हम लोग को गवर्नर के साथ हमारा शेड्यूल है उनका मिलने के लिए हम उनका मेमोरेंडम सबमिट किया। हमारा जो मेमोरेंडम वहाँ में हमने लिखा त्रिपुरा में सीएए लागू ना करने के लिए। क्यों? 1993 में टीटीएफ के साथ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का जो एग्रीमेंट हुआ उसमें लिखा है 1971 का 25 मार्च का जो बाहर का घुसपैठिया त्रिपुरा में आता है, इंडिया में आता है, उसका आइडेंटिफाई करके उनका देश में फिर बेचने के लिए ये लिखा है। ये इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए हमने मांगा और एनआरसी त्रिपुरा में चालू करने के लिए बोला। दूसरा बात ये है जो 1993 में इनर लाइन परमिट के लिए भी एग्रीमेंट था वो भी आज तक इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया। त्रिपुरा गवर्नमेंट सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को प्रपोजल नहीं भेजा। लेकिन हम देखा है मणिपुर में 2020 दिसंबर में मणिपुर के इनर लाइन परमिट लागू किया, वहाँ में इम्प्लीमेंट किया, तो त्रिपुरा में क्यों नहीं किया? वो तो गवर्नमेंट हम लोग को तो राइट एंड कमिटमेंट किया है। तो आप लोग को पीस तक करके आओ, पीस तक का बाद में आप सरेंडर करो, सरेंडर के बाद में हम लोग को जो जितना डिमांड आपको सा एग्रीमेंट किया वो हम इम्प्लीमेंट करेगा। एक कमिटमेंट दिया है, राइट एंड कमिटमेंट दिया, लेकिन आज तक नहीं किया। इसलिए आज गवर्नर का हम मेमोरेंडम दे के बोला जो ये जल्दी इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए। That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.